The goal of this attack wasn't just to burn houses, but to kill women and children, says Barhan Omar, standing amid the charred ruins of his family's large villa, which Israeli settlers attacked on Sunday. They came in large numbers. It was organized terrorism, he tells me, fighting back tears. The worst thing is to be sitting at home with your children, and then suddenly come under fire. A Palestinian bank manager claims settlers fired at his home in Deir el-Khattab, near Nablus, and set it on fire, and that he and his children only escaped by hiding on the roof of their home. The occupied West Bank has seen a new wave of settler violence in recent days. During the unrest in Deir el-Khattab, at least 10 people were injured, mostly by thrown stones. One man was shot in the leg. Unlike other areas of the West Bank, this village had not previously been the target of such large-scale attacks. This followed the funeral of a young Israeli, Yehuda Sherman, in the nearby settlement of Elon Moreh, attended by hundreds of mourners and several leading Israeli politicians. The 18-year-old died when his all-terrain vehicle was reportedly struck by a Palestinian in a pickup truck near the settlement where he lived. Settlers believe he was attacked, while Palestinians insist it was an accident. Since the start of the war with Iran, there has already been a new surge in attacks by extremist settlers. While the world's attention has shifted to new regional conflicts, according to the UN, 6 Palestinians have been killed by settlers. In another shocking incident 2 weeks ago, residents of Khirbet Hamsa in the northern Jordan Valley accused settlers of sexually assaulting a man and beating others while evicting them from their land. Israeli police have since made 7 arrests. This follows a trend observed during the Gaza war, triggered by Hamas's attacks on Israel in October 2023. A sharp increase in settler violence, and an acceleration of settlement growth mandated by the Israeli government. Last year saw a record for settlement expansion and building permits since UN monitoring began. Under international law, all settlements are considered illegal. Outposts are established without the approval of the Israeli government. They saw the last 3 years as an opportunity. Some say it was a time of miracles, says Yair Dvir, a spokesman for the Israeli human rights organization B'Tselem. What we are seeing on the ground now is a continuation of Israel's campaign of ethnic cleansing. Israel categorically denies the claim that its actions amount to ethnic cleansing of Palestinians. Recently, the UN Human Rights Office also suggested that forced displacements, which appear aimed at permanently displacing the population, raise concerns about ethnic cleansing. According to the UN Humanitarian Office, at least 4,765 Palestinians were displaced from 97 communities between January 2023 and mid-February 2026 as a result of settler violence. Most of them were from Bedouin and pastoral communities in Area C. Earlier this year, 600 people were forced to leave one Bedouin village, Ras Ain al-Auja, in the Jordan Valley. Currently, settler violence is increasingly concentrated in built-up Palestinian villages, such as Deir el-Khattab in Area B, where Israel maintains security control, but the Palestinian Authority exercises civil authority. In Area C, where Palestinian settlers have been evicted, the next step is taking place. Settlers are moving westward to Area B to continue the eviction program from these lands, says Allegra Pacheco, project manager for the West Bank Defense Consortium, a partnership of international NGOs supported by foreign donors. This is a deliberate policy. It is not an accident, nor the result of the antics of some troubled young man. It is a deliberate strategy that encompasses all levels of government. The goal is to empty these territories, allowing Israel to annex them, expand settlements, and reduce the number of Palestinians in these areas. Israeli far-right finance minister Bezalel Smotrich, himself a settler, plays a key role in shaping government policy on settlements. He has been sanctioned by the UK and other countries for inciting violence in the West Bank. The minister has made clear his plans to bury the idea of a Palestinian state and has taken unprecedented steps to strengthen Israeli control over the West Bank, where settlers claim religious and historical rights to the land. He has declared vast swaths of land, state land, and asserted claims to have approved or retroactively sanctioned the creation of 69 new settlements. Speaking at the funeral of Yehuda Sherman, Smotrich mentioned and called for the overthrow of the Palestinian Authority, established after the Breakthrough Peace Agreement. "We will repopulate all our land in all its parts," he promised. Last week, the chief of the General Staff of the Israeli Army, Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, strongly condemned settler violence, calling it morally and ethically unacceptable and a security threat. However, the Israel Defense Forces (IDF) has come under increasing criticism for its active participation in attacks, inaction, or failure to hold those responsible accountable. Although the IDF stated that it was taking settler violence after the funeral seriously, residents of Deir el-Hatab complained that soldiers in a nearby watchtower turned a blind eye to the mob that attacked the village and delayed the arrival of ambulances and firefighters. In the village, locals fear a resurgence of violence. From the roof of his burned-out home, Samer Omar, a father of 4, points to a new path on a nearby hill where settlers plan to build another outpost. "We'll soon be surrounded," he says grimly. "There's no security anymore. I want to raise the wall 4 or 5 meters higher, but will that help?"
Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video with your friends to stay updated. See you in the next episodes.